Hey guys, Mr. Luke here, and welcome back to my 2016 NRL Grand Final preview slash predictions. Now, this is like my third time attempting this video. I sort of get halfway through it and realize I don't really know what I'm talking about because I don't really have a set thing to talk about. Basically, I just want to give my thoughts on sort of both of these sides. So, just before we start, I will say to people watching after the Grand Final's already been played, and if I give a prediction and it's wrong, which chances are it probably will be, don't come on here and go, oh my god, you got it wrong. You picked the friggin', I don't know, Storm, or you picked the Sharks by 12 and they got beat by 30. Like, don't be that guy or girl or whatever. But anyways, on to the Storm. I'll start with the Storm. I will say straight up that I think the Storm will win this game. It's not something that I'm confident about in saying. Obviously, it's a grand final. Anything can happen in the grand final. And I mean, I can't. The only one I can think of who actually sort of accurately predicted winning was the Cowboys, and they got it done barely. The rest of them, like going back to maybe like 2009 was the last time I correctly predicted a grand final. So probably don't listen to me. Sorry, Storm fans. But yeah, I think Storm will win this game just due to the fact that I think they've got too many big game players compared to the Sharks, who can you really name any big game players? I mean, you can name some players who have played big games and maybe played a good game, but in terms of like the Storm, they've got players who step up every single time. You look at Cameron Smith, you look at your Cooper Cronks, even you throw in like a Will Chambers or someone, or a Jesse Bromwich, Kevin Proctor, those sort of guys. They've been there, they've done it, they've won premierships, they've won Origins, they've won internationals. Whereas you look at the Sharks, they got a lot of players who have been to the big dance sort of thing, or played in big games. You look at James Maloney's and that sort of stuff. He's won a premiership. We won't include him in it. Luke Lewis as well, but that was a long time ago. Some of these guys have won premierships, but they're so long ago. Another one's what's his name, Huntington. So yeah, I don't know if you can look at them. I mean, obviously you can, but I mean they're totally different players now. So far, so long ago. I don't know if that's something that as a player that's just something you always remember and be able to. It doesn't matter that it was long ago. It may as well have been a few years ago, sort of thing. So maybe it's like that. I don't know. I'm not a player. I'm just a fan giving my opinion. But I mean, you look at lots of players. Storm have players who play for Queensland. They're winners. You got Queensland. You got the Sharks. A whole bunch of New South Welshmen, which I don't think is a good thing in particular, in terms of winning this grand final. Obviously, it's a whole different ball game, grand final and state of origin. But just in terms of being able to get up for the big games, you look at your Gallant. Who else? Who else they even have? Jack Bird. Not that he's there, but Ennis. A few people who have played for New South Wales and they've been in losing teams. It'd probably be harsher throwing Jack Bird there, but I think you understand what I'm trying to say. Even like Luke Lewis, that sort of stuff. They have out of all their rep players, they're all New South Welshmen, and they've been losing quite a lot. So does that say that they can handle the big occasion? It means that they've been on the big occasion, but can they handle it that well? Who knows? Who knows? I think they probably can. They probably can for sure. Um, I don't doubt that Paul Gallen is going to play a great game today. It's just a matter of, I think, when it comes down to the wire, if the game's in the balance with 20 minutes to go, I think I'd back your Cooper Cronks and your Cameron Smiths over Michael Ennis and Maloney Townsend sort of thing. I think that's where it's going to be won. I think just in the backs. I think the forwards kind of sort of even themselves out. I know it might be the popular opinion be like, oh, Valentine Holmes and Fecky and all that sort of stuff, and they are very good, but I just think Storm's like backline will be too clinical sort of thing, and also I do think that the forwards will be just a little bit too powerful for the Sharks there, and I'm also including in the backs. I'm including in the halves as well. So I'm throwing them in there. I think that's where it's going to be won. I'm pretty confident that Cooper Cronk and Cameron Smith will have good games. I can't see them having bad games. So as long as they have a half decent game, I think they should be able to handle the pressure and get the Storm home. However, if Sharks are going to win, they pretty much just. I think they need to get out to a good start early on. I think they need to score early. I'm not talking like 5 minutes or anything, but I think they need to be the first try scorer because Storm do struggle chasing points. They do struggle scoring points in general, really. They're not a side that really comes out and just blow teams away, whereas Sharks can do that. Sharks can do that. They can blow a team away in the first 20, 30 minutes, the first half pretty much. But Storm, I expect them to try and grind it out. I expect Sharks to come out and try and like blow them away. And I do think it is a bad move if the Sharks try and grind out a victory against Storm. It's not many teams can do it. Not many teams can grind out a victory against a Storm, and you don't want to be doing that in a grand final. That's just my opinion. But yeah, like I said, if the Sharks are going to win, they need to score early on, and they need to have big games from like Benny Barber, Valentine Holmes. Like all the backs really need to have a big game, because the forwards, they can help you win a game, but the backs, they will win you the game. Because the forwards obviously lay the platform there. It's just a matter of your Benny Barber's coming in and having a good game. I mean, he played in the 2012 Grand Final. I'm very well aware. I'm a Bulldog supporter. I saw him and Ennis play. I saw them lose. I cried. No, I didn't really, but I think a lot of people were saying he choked in that game. I don't think he did. I thought he was pretty decent. Just the Storm handled him perfectly. Like there was no better way that the Storm could have played that game in terms of handling the Bulldogs' attack, which just goes on to prove Storm, Craig Bellamy, coach sides do so well. And even the players who sort of you might class as maybe a mediocre, average sort of player, even they step up in the grand finals, come out and play ridiculously good. So Sharks got to watch out that they don't get ambush sort of thing. They don't go into the game sort of feeling too confident, got all the hype around them, sort of believe their own hype a little bit, if I can pronounce my words there. And yeah, it's just, can they handle the pressure? I don't know. I keep saying that over and over again, but it really is a talking point with the Sharks, to be honest. I mean, they haven't even won a comp ever, so they've got that pressure on them. It's even probably worse than the Rabbitohs a few years ago. I mean, obviously the Rabbitohs hadn't won in a long time, but this is talking the Sharks. They never won it ever. No fans have it. They can't even, like, Rabbitohs could be like, back when I was bloody 10 or whatever, the Rabbitohs won a premiership or something. It was stuff like that, where Sharks fans, nobody can say that. Nobody has any sort of idea on what winning a premiership's like, sort of thing. So yeah, a lot of high hopes for Sharks fans. And to be honest with you, I do hope he's win for your sake, sort of thing. Just don't be dickheads about it, because I'm gonna say if you do lose, if you happen to lose, there will be a lot of shit talking by a lot of people because of how cocky he's been lately. But I mean, if you do end up winning, all power to you. You're right to do so. But yeah, it didn't exactly rub a lot of people the right way. Some fans, but I say that's always going to happen with fans. You're always going to get your good and bad ones. But yeah, I'm just talking a bunch of shit right now. I've obviously gave my predictions. I'm predicting the Storm to win. I'm going to say 1-12 because I don't feel like the Storm are going to be one of those teams who will blow a team away or run away with it in the end. Kind of like I know in some grand finals and that sort of stuff, not the team doesn't give up, but it's like, man, the realization that we're done. Not why I put the effort in, but it's like the other team's just like so happy, and it sort of becomes into a bit of a celebration where the other team just starts scoring for fun. It happened in the Rabbitohs game. It just seems to happen in sort of finals games, in particular the semi-finals. But yeah, I'm gonna say first try scorer. I will say Marika Korobetti will score the first try of the game. I think those two wingers will have big games for Storm. That's my prediction. Stay tuned for my next video. Coming up tomorrow will be my live reaction to it. I know I've talked a bit it's just sort of rambled on here a little bit. Probably way too long than what it needed to be, but hey, it is what it is. So I'll just give my quick thoughts on it. And yeah, that's all I've got to say, really. Thanks for watching, guys. If you did happen to enjoy the video, make sure you leave a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. You can follow me on Twitter at Mr. Luke on YT. My Facebook page is in the description below. Also, check out my FIFA channel, Mr. Luke FIFA, all one word there. And leave in the comment section below, who do you think's going to win? And don't come back after and be like, oh, I'm just making a prediction that the Cronulla Sharks won 18, they'll win 18-6, like after it's happened. It's kind of funny, but I mean, it's a bit old now. So, yeah, anyways, thanks for watching, guys.